Ever wondered what it was like to grow up in an isekai fantasy world? Well, me too. I do have a few anime characters that did, though. Let's check them out. And if you like any of these fantasies growing up, let me know in the comments. I personally wouldn't mind being reborn as an arachnid. Enough about me. Let the video commence. A human boy is raised by 3 undead. They teach him how to fight, how to use magic, and how to live a good life. But as he grows up, he begins to wonder if he should follow in their footsteps or use his power to do good in the world. The boy's name is Will, and he's a real pain in the ass. He's always getting into trouble, and his undead parents are always having to bail him out. But Will is also a kind and compassionate boy, and he always tries to do the right thing. One day, Will is attacked by a group of bandits. He's outnumbered and outmatched, but he manages to defeat them using the skills his undead parents taught him. After the battle, Will realizes that he has the power to protect the innocent, and he decides to use his power for good. Will becomes a paladin, and he vows to fight for justice and protect the weak. He travels the world, helping those in need and fighting against evil. Will is a true hero, and he proves that even someone raised by undead can be a force for good in the world. Will the faraway paladin use his power to protect the innocent or to destroy them? It's anyone's guess, but one thing is for sure. He's going to have a skeleton crew to help him out. Why did the Demon King reincarnate into a peaceful world? He was tired of being the bad guy. But now he's just a misfit in a school for demon kids. I guess he can't win either way. Anos Voldegord was a curious and inquisitive baby. He was born with all of his memories from his previous life, so he was aware of the world around him and how it worked. He was eager to learn and explore, and he was constantly asking questions. Anos was also very independent and self-sufficient. He did not need or want anyone to take care of him. He was able to take care of himself from a very young age. Of course, Anos was also very powerful. He was able to use magic and his abilities from a very young age. This made him stand out from other children, and it made him seem even more mysterious and intriguing. Anos Voldegord was a unique and special baby. He was curious, independent, and powerful. He was a force to be reckoned with. As a baby spider, Komoko is small and weak. She is constantly being hunted by other creatures in the dungeon, and she has to be very careful to avoid being eaten. She is also very lonely, as she is the only one of her kind in the dungeon. However, Komoko is a survivor. She is intelligent and resourceful, and she is not afraid to fight for her life. She learns to use her surroundings to her advantage, and she slowly but surely starts to grow stronger. As Komoko grows, she also starts to develop her own unique abilities. She learns to control her webs, and she becomes an expert at weaving. She also learns to use poison, and she becomes a deadly predator. Kumoko's journey from a weak and lonely baby spider to a powerful and feared creature is one of determination, courage, and self-discovery. She is a true inspiration, and she shows us that anything is possible if we never give up. Lug Tuatha Dé is the protagonist of the light novel series Word's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. He is a legendary assassin who is killed in battle and then reincarnated into another world as an aristocrat. Lug's childhood is one of training and preparation. He is taught everything he needs to know to become a powerful assassin, including swordsmanship, magic, and poison making. He also learns about the world he has been reincarnated into, including its history, politics, and cultures. As Lug grows up, he becomes increasingly skilled in the use of his abilities. He also becomes more confident and determined to use his skills for good. He befriends a number of people, including a princess, a mage, and a warrior. Lug's journey is one of self-discovery and redemption. He learns to use his skills for good, and he becomes a powerful force for justice. He also learns to forgive himself for his past mistakes. What did Lug Tuatha Dé learn in his childhood? Everything he needed to know to become a powerful assassin, and how to make a mean cup of tea. The story follows the protagonist, Ryuma Takabayashi, who dies of overwork in his previous life. He is then reincarnated into a fantasy world as a young boy with the ability to tame slimes. Ryuma uses his ability to tame slimes to make a living and to help others. He also befriends a number of people, including a goddess, a knight, and a mage. Ryuma's journey is one of peace and happiness. He is determined to live a simple life and to help others. He also learns to enjoy the simple things in life, such as eating and sleeping. Why did Ryuma Takabayashi become so good at taming slimes? He had a lot of time to practice, in between jobs. The story follows the protagonist, Shin, who is a Japanese salaryman who is reincarnated into a fantasy world as a baby. He is taken in by a powerful wizard named Merlin Wolford, who raises him as his grandson. Shin learns everything he needs to know from Merlin, including magic, swordsmanship, and other skills. Shin eventually grows up to be a powerful wizard himself. He uses his powers to help others and to protect the world. He also befriends a number of people, including a princess, a knight, and a mage. Shin's journey is one of growth and discovery. He learns to use his powers for good, and he becomes a powerful force for justice. He also learns to appreciate the simple things in life, such as friendship and love. The story follows the protagonist, Rudis Greyrat, who is a 34-year-old Japanese NEET who dies after being hit by a truck. He is then reincarnated in a fantasy world as Rudis Greyrat, a baby. Rudis retains his memories from his previous life, and he is determined to live a fulfilling life in his new world. Rudis learns magic and swordsmanship, and he becomes a powerful adventurer. He also befriends a number of people, including Eris Boreas Greyrat, a princess, and Roxy Magurdia, a mage. Even as a baby, he couldn't let a hot dame or big breast go by him without a few dirty ideas, especially his panty fetish. If you like this short, slightly comedic video, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.